Last year, a software engineer applied to 150 jobs over 4 months, got one interview. One, he had 10 years of experience, a strong portfolio, and glowing references. The problem wasn't his qualifications. The problem was that no human being ever read his resume, not once. An algorithm rejected him every single time. And here's what most people don't realize. The system that's filtering you out wasn't even designed to find the best candidate. It was designed to reduce the pile. By the end of this, you'll understand exactly how these systems decide your fate and the one counterintuitive move that actually beats them. Right now, roughly 99% of Fortune 500 companies use some form of automated applicant tracking system, or ATS, to screen resumes before a recruiter ever touches them. Companies like Amazon, Walmart, and Goldman Sachs run every single application through AI filters first. We're not talking about the future. This is already the default. And the stakes are enormous because a Harvard Business School study found that these systems automatically reject over 27 million qualified candidates every year in the US alone. 27 million. That might include you, and you'd never know it. So let's break down how this actually works. When you submit a resume online, it doesn't land on someone's desk. It enters a parsing engine that strips your formatting, extracts keywords, and scores you against a job description. The system is looking for exact matches. If the posting says project management and you wrote manage projects, some systems won't count it. That's how literal these algorithms are. They're not reading for meaning. They're pattern matching. By the way, this is why beautifully designed resumes with custom fonts and graphics often score worse. The parser can't read them properly and your experience turns into digital gibberish. Here's where it gets interesting. Some of these systems now use machine learning models trained on the company's previous hiring data. Sounds smart, right? Except if a company historically hired mostly men for engineering roles, the AI learns that pattern and begins downgrading resumes from women. Amazon built exactly this system, discovered it was systematically penalizing female applicants, and had to scrap it in 2018. But here's the thing, most companies using similar tools never audited them. They don't know what biases are baked in. They just trust the output because it saves their HR team 40 hours a week. Now pay attention to this part. The newest generation of these systems doesn't just scan resumes. They analyze video interviews. Companies like HireVue have processed over 30 million video interviews using AI that evaluates your word choice, speaking pace, and facial microexpressions to generate a score. You're being rated by software that watches your face. And multiple peer-reviewed studies have found that these tools show measurable bias based on lighting conditions, accents, and even the angle of your webcam. A 2020 study from the University of Maryland showed that emotion detection AI misreads black faces at significantly higher rates. These tools are making consequential decisions about people's livelihoods using science that isn't settled. By the way, HireVue quietly dropped facial analysis from their product in 2021 after public pressure, but dozens of competitors still use it. So here's the move most people get wrong, and this is the payoff. The instinct is to game the algorithm. Stuff your resume with keywords, mirror the job description word for word. That helps a little, but the people who actually land interviews consistently do something different. They bypass the system entirely. They reach out directly to hiring managers on LinkedIn before applying. A study from JobVite found that referred candidates are 15 times more likely to be hired than applicants who come through the front door. The algorithm is a gate. Referrals are the side entrance. The uncomfortable truth is that the most qualified person doesn't get the job. The most visible one does. The system was never meritocratic. AI just made the illusion harder to ignore. If this gave you something to think about, subscribe. I drop one of these every week. I'll see you in the next one.